to another segment of TALK-TEASE, where we discuss some titillating, sexy topics. We hope you've been intrigued by our previous topics up to date. And with me on the panel today are some very sexy guests. So allow me to introduce them to you. We've got Eve and Angela, Brand New Life, and Kristen. Welcome all to the panel. How y'all feeling today?
Feeling good, man. Feeling good.
Yes, keeping warm, hopefully with somebody.
Oh yeah.
Trying to get through this winter.
Gotta snuggle up.
Right?
Now.
Spooning.
Cuddle with
It's been Netflix nights.
I know, I've been marathoning on Netflix actually. All right, so let's get to our first topic today, and that is genital piercings. Has anybody experienced sex with somebody who has a genital piercing, or maybe have one yourself you'd like to discuss in detail?
I don't think there's a difference, really.
Tell us.
I mean,
you think there's no difference?
Experience, I don't really feel like there's a difference. It's not really there. It just looks cute. That's it.
So you telling me if a man whipped out his schlong and it was a bar through it, that's hot?
No,
Absolutely
not.
That's
not hot at all.
I have friends who implant it, so like that's probably worse than
It's implanted?
Oh,
they implant the piece or whatever.
So is it constantly hard?
The beads.
That sounds painful.
And it like moves around inside your skin.
What
nasty.
So actually, how many of those little beads get implanted?
I don't know. I know my friend did like 3 for his. And I mean, the way he like talks about it, he's like, it just moves around. Doesn't even feel like it's there. It's like a massage for the girl or something. I don't know.
Now, does he feel like his sexual performance is better?
That's true, because it's all about the attitude and sort of that psychological, you know, yeah, whether you feel sexy or you feel like you're a better performer.
Like, if anything that I have embedded in me, if I get myself pierced, I want to feel like my stuff gonna be jacked out. You know what I'm saying? Like that's
the point.
Right. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to get that that's gonna take away from my
I think it's just the
my
look.
moment.
It's just for the look.
Is that me? That's just me?
Well, my cousin,
Well, I guess I'm on the penis on the
You're the penis on the panel.
Sorry.
She did say that it increases her ability to orgasm. So I mean, hey,
that's
different.
when
So hers
the
is
man.
pierced, her thing.
Her thing is
Yes,
pierced.
it's my female cousin. Yes.
Okay, so what about female genitalia piercing, ladies? Would you
I would
go
never.
as far?
I would never get one.
Oh, let's hear from Eve. Eve's done it.
You've done it?
I mean, I pierced
It's
it
not
before,
pierced anymore?
and then I took it out because I was like, it was pointless. It was just there.
Oh, so it didn't do anything for
You want to reveal exactly what part of your body was pierced?
The clitoris.
Okay. So we also have like labia piercing also, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's supposed to be like more sensitive, but it's not.
Now for the record,
The only sensitive part is the healing part.
my homegirl said she got her nipples pierced and said before she got a nipple pierced, she could close in the door and wouldn't feel anything. Like, so when she got it pierced, she said it just like her stuff is like super sensitive now.
Right, and that's good.
I mean that's good. You know what I'm saying? Like
It's
everybody
good and bad because my friend said she did hers and it's excruciatingly painful.
her nipples?
Yes,
Oh, okay.
excruciatingly painful. She doesn't
See, my
even think
nipples
she
are
can
already
breastfeed.
sensitive, so you know I ain't really got to do all that piercings.
And
all
also
that.
the healing time, depending on what part of your body that gets pierced, also can take up a lot of time and very excruciatingly painful.
Exactly.
And
Not
I
even
mean,
worth it.
doctors.
That would make me a little more standoffish because I feel like if I see a piercing, I would be more gentle instead of wanting to be really more rough if I wanted to be that way.
True.
That's another thing. About it. Like having it makes you just worried about having sex. And you're like, don't touch it. Oh my God, be careful.
Right.
Don't rip it off.
Yeah, that's
I agree.
annoying.
Just forget it. Let's just watch TV. Forget it.
Yeah, well, apparently after you get a piercing, the expert advice is that you're supposed to not sort of force the sexual activity. If there's pain, you should hold back and definitely wear a condom in the case of a male and a dental dam in the case of a female.
A dental dam.
Yeah, y'all know what a dental dam is, right?
I just think all of that is just too much work. Just keep it simple.
But I think the people who get these kinds of piercings sort of want to maybe amp up their sex life a little bit. No? Do you think that it adds to an element of sexual desire? Or
I think it really just depends because I had my tongue pierced and with my partner with it was fine. And when I took it out, he didn't really notice a difference.
See, and I was wondering that, do you feel like when you first got your tongue pierced, like, okay, I'm finna get some good ass head, or do you feel like I'm just gonna give the same head with a tongue piercing?
Right.
I mean, I guess it just depends who you talk to, because in the beginning people are like, yeah, you know, it really amps it up and it really makes it better, but to me it didn't.
Well, do you feel like you have spectacular head today anyway?
I think you're just aware that there is something there.
Well, let's take this question to our resident sexpert, Sam, for her professional opinion on genital piercing. Sam, take it away.
So, sexual piercings for genitalia, you don't do it in a back alley. You want to be with a doctor or somebody who's really an expert in body piercings. If you get something like a Prince Albert, that is when the cock is pierced, you want to make sure that everything is healed up. Nipples, tongue, clitoris, make sure that stuff is healed up tight before you engage in heavy friction.
Thank you, Sam, for your expert advice. But according to the panel, I don't think that any of us would venture to have a genital piercing. So let's stay tuned for our next topic then. We'll be right back after these messages.